That's not what Jurassic Park is. Why are we treating this franchise like that?
We put ourselves in a place we don't belong.
Drive-by movies, you're watching
Fresh releases.
My name's Blaise.
And I'm James.
And this week, we're talking Gareth Edwards' brand new film, Jurassic World Rebirth.
Rebirth it is, because 5 years post Jurassic World Dominion, an expedition braves isolated equatorial regions to extract DNA from 3 massive prehistoric creatures for a groundbreaking medical breakthrough. So this is now the 7th Jurassic Park movie. That's crazy to think, just because the last 3, it took so long to get that first trilogy, and then the second trilogy just came and went like that, and here we are. Just out of nowhere, this movie just got announced, I swear, about 1.5 years, 2 years tops, but I'm pretty sure it just got announced like beginning of last year. They went into production last summer, and bam, 1 year later, the movie's ready to go. It's because Universal just had this script ready to go that they believed in. They wanted a director to call up. Gareth Evans was that director, and out came this movie. Blaise, what are your thoughts with this movie?
So Jurassic World Rebirth, like you said, I think they fast-tracked this movie, and it definitely has that vibe. It just feels like this thing was entirely rushed. It doesn't feel like... I know one of the big things about Jurassic World Rebirth was the fact that David Koepp was coming back to write this screenplay, and it just doesn't feel like this film ever has anything going for it, in the sense of it's adding anything new to this Jurassic World story that we haven't seen before. It does feel kind of like rehashing Jurassic Park 3, but besides all that, I will say I did have fun in the theater watching it, but it's not going to be one of those movies that I kind of remember, a year from now easily.
Yeah, I'm fresh out of the theater. I'm just like kind of remembering, like, what was everyone's name in the movie? I'm looking at the characters' names. Dr. Henry Loomis, like, I assume that's a Halloween, reference there. Yeah. For Dr. Loomis, but just like, that's odd. But I don't remember anyone's names whatsoever in this movie. I was just like, oh yeah, Scarlett Johansson, yeah, oh yeah. And then so it's just like I really wanted to enjoy this movie. I didn't go in with high expectations whatsoever. I was kind of expecting like just the dumbest fun movie. I was like, I'll be happy if the dinosaurs eat people, but not that many people really get eaten in this movie. I think only like 3, maybe 4 people get eaten. That's not enough quota for me. Like, I'm like, who like, where's the kill count and stuff? Like, we needed a higher amount. Like, the story is fine, it's serviceable, but like, bringing back David Koepp for this is just like, I mean, David Koepp hasn't really been relevant in a while. He still gets work, still, I think, isn't necessarily a bad writer, but just like, this was written by David Koepp. It just feels like just something that was rushed into production. Just like, I was like, really? We're not gonna have any other writers like work on this movie? Like, this just feels very rough draft based, just because I felt like the 2 storylines coming together just didn't even work whatsoever. And like, there is a lot of positives though, but just overall, I'm just coming out with just kind of like, that was it. Like, that's it. Really? Jurassic Park? This is where we're at?
Yeah, it just felt like where we're at is rehashing Jurassic Park 3. At least that's exactly what I felt coming out. Yeah. So I'm like, I recently rewatched all the Jurassic Park and Jurassic World movies, and I absolutely hate the last 2 Jurassic World movies, but rewatching Jurassic Park 3, I was like highly entertained. I'm like, this isn't a great movie, but it's at least fun, and that's kind of how I felt about this movie. One thing that I did like about the movie is I felt like they did a good job of, at least in the beginning, retconning the entirety of the Jurassic World franchise. It felt like in like the first 15 minutes. I wish they did a better job at that, but I'm like, okay, at least they just retcon like dinosaurs all over the earth. But I didn't need the opening scene with that brontosaurus in like the middle of like Central Park or whatever, blocking traffic. Like, mainly because I feel like they've like the whole Jurassic World series was like hinged on this one idea that really didn't resonate with me as an audience member, but I feel like other audience members too, where it's like it's not relatable to have basically everyone on screen not even find dinosaurs like fascinating. Like they're just like, oh, it's a dinosaur, who cares? Like I'm like, that's like the least relatable thing ever. That's like, you know, when a rich guy thinks that like Taco Bell's like $50 or something because he's never gone, or I don't know, just something like that, where it's just some people are so like detracted from reality, they don't know what the normies do. And for me, I felt like that the whole fact that the movie, like the old Jurassic World movies, hinged on that, and they kind of even revisit in the beginning of this movie where it's like people don't really even care to go to a museum and look at dinosaurs. Like I just feel like that's not relatable at all, or even true.
Right, yeah. I mean, that might be true for like zoos per se, but they still make money. They're still getting business. And yeah, 100% agree. Just because the script overall is just what I just don't agree with. A lot of characters make very questionable decisions. Like the best sequence in the movie, everyone's going to say, is that T-Rex scene. And yeah, that was a very intense moment, but just how we got there, I just thought was so ridiculous. Like really, we just fall down a hill and tumble across the T-Rex, and then you're going to open a raft right in front of it. Like I know it said on it, like you can't take it in the water, it'll sink. But I'm just like, why are you even dragging it in front of it? I would have just stayed in that helicopter or that airplane that they found it in until the T-Rex woke up and left or something. It's just like, how did we get here? Like, what are we doing? And then just like, he sat, like the dad was sad that he thought his daughter died. And then it was like, oh no, she was just hiding. She survived. And it's like, come on, hurry up. It's just like, and I was just like, the T-Rex can just walk over that little like wall barrier. I was like, all he's got to do is just get out of the water and go in a circle. So it's just a lot of like dumb moments where I'm just like come on, like don't treat your audience as stupid. Like Universal, I assume, is just like, this is $1 billion franchise, we don't need it to be smart, just dump this out onto it and it'll make money. And it's unfortunate because it sounds like a lot of people, like, you know, Gareth Evans dropped everything. He was going to take a break and work on his new movie, but he dropped that to work on this. And then, you know, Scarlett Johansson apparently has been a huge fan and would have just liked to have been killed by a dinosaur, even if she only had a 5-minute sequence in a movie. So like, you know, like, why are we treating it like it's like Halloween Part 6? It's just like, that's not what Jurassic Park is. Why are we treating this franchise like that? It's just ridiculous.
Yeah, I knew you were going to mention the T-Rex, like, getting stuck between those two things, because it reminded me entirely of the Prometheus running in a straight line with it was like the exact same movie logic, where you're just like, you could it's like a wide shot, you could literally see both sides, where you could clearly clear this like ruin.
Yeah.
Oh, it was just so, yeah, it was ridiculous. So I feel like this movie brought up like a ton of more questions, and I was paying attention, but I feel like at times it was just like there wasn't really a ton of plot that you had to pay attention to. So the stuff that I had questions about, I really was like curious. But was this was just a random island kind of like, or is it near the other, like it's near the other islands? Like,
I guess it's just an island we had never heard of, but all of them are drawn to it just because apparently it's on the equator. They say it like 4 times at the beginning of the movie that all the dinosaurs are on the equator now. But they never say where exactly, because, you know, the equator goes around the entire planet. So that's a lot of areas that they could be in technically. I'm not sure how much land that is. Like, you know, I'm not the best at geography. But, you know, we all know where the equator is and stuff. And I know it's a very hot spot area. And like, so it's cool to see that. But just the only reason why there's dinosaurs there is just because it was that testing facility. Yeah. And that's my last point that I just really want to bring up on, just like, what was the point over having that introduction and this V-Rex or Z-Rex, whatever it was called?
D-Rex.
There is no point over it. It doesn't do anything for the plot. Like, it would make sense if that was the dinosaur they needed to draw blood from. But no, they're drawing blood from 3 actual dinosaurs that lived hundreds of years, they said. And so it's like, why did we put this dinosaur in the mix? We could have brought back just the same T-Rex or brought back the Spinosaurus, because I thought this movie was like advertising that they were bringing back the Spinosaurus, and whether those ones in the water were them or not, I thought those looked a lot small. Oh, they were. They seemed a lot smaller.
So the problem with making Jurassic Park movies in general is anytime like actual paleontologists come up with new facts about the size of dinosaurs, they do relay it in the newer movies, but then like it doesn't work for the older movies. Like the original Spinosaurus is massive, but this one is like more factually correct, like that these Spinosaurus, that's actually the size that they would be, essentially. So
see, that makes no sense to me then, because I remember Dilophosaurus at the Natural History Museum in San Diego is huge. Like the Dilophosaurus is like almost the size of like a raptor, where it's like 7-8 feet tall or something. That might even be bigger. I think raptors are like 6 feet tall, or they might be 9 feet, something like that. But Dilophosauruses are portrayed as like tiny, small dinosaurs that are still dangerous. But in this movie, we see one for like 30 seconds. We saw one in Dominion, and of course the original one too. But just like, it's just like, all right, if you're gonna throw out that logic with the Spinosauruses, then why this? So it's just, ugh.
Yeah, I will say, like, I didn't love this movie, but I enjoyed watching it. I loved watching it, I guess you could say. And it is mainly just because I think that Fallen Kingdom and Dominion were so bad, but not even good in a bad way. Like they had a lot of dumb B movie like elements to it that were so stupid, but they were never like really ever crossed the threshold. They always took itself too seriously. Where this just felt like it was just there to have fun, get asses in the seats, kind of like you had mentioned. It was just to fulfill making $1 billion movie and nothing more than that. And I guess that's pretty vapid, but it was entertaining. I do wish that they like kind of go back to the drawing board at least. They're gonna make a sequel to this if it made $1 billion, but I don't remember any of these characters' names like you mentioned, and I don't know if I even want to go on another adventure with these characters. I'd honestly prefer if they just go back to the drawing board all over again and make a Jurassic Park 4 or a Jurassic Park sequel, maybe where it's even like a period piece or something, because this like timeline where it's like current, it's just not working for me, I feel like.
Right, it's just, why are we going so heavy into like the weird science aspects of like Locust and just like, you know, trying to make humankind live another 20 years and stuff. Like, we are the worst species on the planet that keep destroying it, and it ends hopeful with them like finding like, what are we gonna do with it? We're gonna give it to the people. And it's like, no, we're terrible people. We're the ones who put these dinosaurs on the planet anyways. Like, so yeah. So like, you know, did you not listen to Ian Malcolm in the first movie? Yeah.
It seems so like funny, but you take like 5 seconds to deconstruct it and you're just like, yeah, that's a horrible idea. Like, you know,
right.
But yeah,
but you know, it's a fun time though. Like, I agree, like I still had fun with it, just like it's not a movie you really want to sit around and think about. I'd say if you're gonna go, like, go get drinks and just have a blast at the theater, or, you know, watch it with some friends and just eat and talk around with it and just get excited for dinosaurs. But you know, are we completely wrong? Like, I really want Gareth Edwards to come back with a great movie, and it feels like it's been forever. I did not see The Creator though, so don't come at me because I still haven't seen that movie. But you know, leave a comment down below what your thoughts on Jurassic World Rebirth are, whether it was, you know, whether we deserve this sequel. A great way to help support us is, yeah, just telling us your thoughts in the comments below.
And if you guys haven't already, go ahead and smash the like button, hit the subscribe button, and click that notification bell to get all of our latest updates.
And speaking of updates, catch all our social media links down below for Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, also our own personal letterbox accounts. That's it for this week. Tune in next week for a brand new video.